So the funniest part was him saying, and I quote, I'm doing his voice, I hate. So hey there guys, it's your boy Vandal, and I'm coming to you today with another video, and today we're doing a celebratory video talking about the 500 subscribers that have joined this channel. Well, it's a little bit more than 500 at this point, but you get what I mean. So today's little celebratory 500 subscriber special is about the fact that I want to share a little story time with you guys about the time that I met Longbeachgriffy.
Definitely has the best character development in the show. Hey, what if I told you other anime exists? What?
If you don't know who he is, well, a lot of people should, but he's a funny YouTuber who makes skits on YouTube, and I ran into him during an anime convention, and this is the whole story about how we met up and what happened. I've been wanting to share this for a long time, and I think this is the perfect place to do so. So let's get into it. How did I actually meet him? Now, we have to start at the beginning. So this was about in the year 2019, right before the pandemic, before everything got shut down. And then we never got to go to conventions again or anything. Your boy Vandal, he wanted to be famous, just like, you know, art famous. I wanted to get my art out there. So I had a plan. My plan was I wanted to draw a lot of artwork, a lot of fan art, a lot of my own art, just to, you know, get a repertoire so I can actually do this one thing that I've always wanted to do at a convention, and that is get a table. But to get a table, I needed stuff to sell, and I needed to grow a little bit of a following. So the year before, I decided I was going to apply to different conventions and all of these other cool things, and I kept applying, but I got rejected the year before. So I was like, all right, let me just try and take my time to build up a following and do all of this, you know, stuff. And I kept applying, and I just kept getting rejected. Like, they kept saying no because they all are evil people who don't love me, and they all have doo-doo in their souls. There, I said it. I kept trying to apply, and nothing was really going through, and I kept working really, really hard at my art. I drew so many different fan arts. I did all of these things for a year, but I don't think I had the numbers or I had the skills. I don't know what it was. I can't even say because I'm not the person running these conventions, but if you know a little something about conventions, put it in the comment section down below so I can be a little bit more informed about maybe why I didn't get picked. Maybe they're just haters. I don't know. I had an idea that there was a convention coming up in my city of New York. Yes, I live there. In New York, they have this thing once a year. It's kind of right before Comic-Con or after Comic-Con, I'm not sure. And it had just started maybe like 1 or 2 years prior, and it was called Anime NYC. And Anime NYC is this convention where, you know, anime things happen. So I applied there just like usual, and I got denied. And at this point, I was tired of it. It was not happening anymore. I was tired of getting denied. I was tired of applying and getting nowhere. So I thought one of the things is I worked on a good body of work for a whole year, but I still didn't get anywhere. And the thing that I thought would help me, at least in the future, would to be to get more people to follow me on all of these, you know, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Follow me down below, subscribe to the channel. I mean, you know, just part of the whole deal. I wanted more people to join me, and maybe if I had more people following me, I thought that would lead to me being able to actually get a table. So I thought about this. I can't get a table at a con. So what's the best thing that you can do if you don't have the ability to get a table at a con? Well, your boy decided he wanted to make his own makeshift ad, if you will. So my idea was I was gonna create like a walking book bag that had my art and also a little contest so I could draw people towards me. And so I decided to get a huge box which held my computer that I bought. I designed it, I put my branding on it, I got tapestries. I'm gonna put up pictures so you guys can see as I talk, but there was just like a whole lot, and it was really, really big. It was like a whole show. So I took like the month or two, like I waited for the date because I know I didn't get in. I think it was like August. I waited for the date, And that whole time I was creating all of this stuff to get ready for the event. And it actually went pretty well. So I made it, I got the book bag on, I went around, and the first day was pretty cool. So I went around, and the main thing that I did so I could get people to come to me is that I did this. I offered a free figure, so more people would come in and, you know, they could join me on my platforms, all of this, and it could boost my numbers a little bit. I know some people might look down on this strategy, but I was trying to hustle and I was trying to really get a table. So don't get at me. I did that and we started, and it was cool because it was the first day. I was really nervous. I wasn't sure how things were gonna go. I thought it might be a flop. I thought my whole thing might break down. It actually worked. Like, the engineering and design part of it was really surprising because I didn't think it was actually going to work as well as it did.
You.
It's huge. I'm scared. I feel like I'm breaking a rule.
Oh, no, you're not. But I know that feeling though. Sideways walk, crab walk. Time to put your video game skills to use.
Overall, it works pretty well. So one of the things that I ended up doing was I put the free figure sign, and when I tell you that was the biggest magnet at any con, just give away something for people love free things. So it was just like a magnet. I met a crap ton of people. Like, there were so many people just flooding, trying to ask, taking pictures. It was great promotion overall. I mean, I even walked past the artist alley while I was in like my whole getup, and I got a lot of dirty stares from people because I guess it was frowned upon. I wasn't selling anything, by the way. I was just giving away stuff for free because I wasn't allowed to sell for whatever reason that I got denied, because maybe I didn't have enough people. But one of the nice things that did happen is that some people were honest because, you know, I'm amazing, so they gave me credit for my idea that I was actually doing something really cool. They were like, "Oh my God, that's so inventive. I've never seen anything like that." Now I might be boosting it. I might be embellishing a little bit, but for the most part, it was a good reception. Now, one of the hard parts about having this bag on you the whole day is that it was really big, like especially to the side, like the wingspan of it, like getting through crowds was really hard. So I had to come up with a different way. If you know shonen stuff, you have to have different forms. So there was way more forms to this than should have been a thing, but it was actually really cool. So then I put it to the side and it had like wing backs on the side, and then I held like a staff. It was kind of cool. It was like my own little cosplay if I wanted to actualize myself in cosplay. Now, we're deep into this video, and I think for the first day I got a lot of people. I got used to it, and then the next day I upgraded and there was like a lot of people. And I think one of the things that happened during this anime fest is that a lot of the people who are like on Black anime YouTube, who do a lot of the skits and stuff affiliated with anime, were at this convention, because I know RDC World was there. I didn't see them, but I knew they were there, and apparently, well, Griffy was there. So this was maybe midday when I actually got to interact with him, because I was kind of shocked. We were walking around, and I think his partner, his girlfriend, I'm not sure who they were, but the person he was with, she stopped us. I was with my girlfriend too at the time, so she was helping me, and I appreciate her so much for that. Just wanted to throw that out there. She was there, and she pulled us over, and she was like, "Oh, this is a free figure." And then I was like, "Oh shit." The person who pulled us over, I didn't know who she was, but then I saw who she was with, and then she was with Griffy. And I was like, "Oh, I know you. I laugh at a lot of your videos." But I didn't say that because I was trying to be cool and not like, you know, be like one of those fanboy people who just like, "Oh my God, I just love your videos. Can you do the joke?" No, so it wasn't me. I wasn't that person. I didn't do that while that was happening, because what happens when anybody came up to me, I had like this whole app. Had this whole thing planned out, y'all. I had like an app with a bar scan thing. So you'd scan it, it would take you to like this site where you could enter the contest. Each was a different day. And so while that was happening, I was having my girlfriend talk to her so she could explain everything and help with the process. And during that time, it was awkward because I was just standing next to him, but I didn't really say anything. And he was really quiet. And Griffy in real life is really tall. and it's kind of weird. So it's just like kind of looking up to him, but then people look up to him because they like his content, but I was literally just looking up to him because he was tall. So he was just standing there, and then he asked me, he was like, hey, because at this point, that's why I brought up the second forum. I had like the poll that said, you know, who wants to win a free figure, and he asked to hold it, and he was like, yo, let me hold it. Well, he didn't say it like that. I'm G'ing it up, but he was like, oh, let me hold it, and he was waving it around, and he was having a good time. So then he asked me, what do you win? And I was giving away 3 figures at the time. I think it was Android 18, a Deku figure, and I can't really remember what the other one is. There was a third one. I don't remember it right now. It's not too important to the story. So he asked what I was giving away, and I told him those 3, and then I got to the My Hero thing, and this was the funniest part. So the funniest part was him saying, and I quote, I'm doing this voice, I hate my hero. And it was one of the and at that point I didn't know if it was like him being in character or that's just how he speaks. It was one of those surreal moments where you get to meet somebody. I'm like, is he in character or does he just say that shit? Or did he want me to laugh? Now that I'm thinking about it, because in the moment I was just like, that's the shit he says in his YouTube videos. Oh, okay. I was really trying to play it cool, y'all. I was not trying to be the fan person that everybody is when they see somebody, even though I should have taken a picture. So all of this could be me just lying. I don't know why I would lie about it, but you know what you could do? You could ask Griffy about this, and you know what he's gonna tell you? He forgot, because this was like a whole 2 years ago and he does not remember. But I remember it because it was like a cool little moment that just happened serendipitously that I wasn't really expecting, but it was cool. We chatted for a little bit. We got her information. They didn't end up winning, which maybe might have been a conflict of interest if she did win. But then he gave me back the staff. He looked me up and down. I don't know if he was judging me because he was just like, wow, he's really out here doing the most. I don't know. Who knows what he was thinking? He was very quiet, just I guess trying to not be noticed and live his life, because I don't think he was as big as he is now. Like, he was still pretty big, but not as big, so he could just walk around and be himself. So I don't know what he was thinking. I'm curious to know what he was thinking. If you know Griffy or you know of him, put it in the comment section down below. Tag him in this video. Let him know that somebody knew that he saw him, and maybe he'll remember the kid who held that staff that day, who had to give away a free figure, and the fact that Griffy hates my hero. That's the story of how I met Longbeachgriffy. It was a really long-winded story, I know, but I wanted to tell you guys about some of the things that I've done to try and get people's attention, and that you just have to keep trying no matter what people say, and eventually you'll find your break. I think that's the moral of the story, besides just meeting famous people, and you never know who you'll meet along the way. Yeah, never give up, and you'll never know who you meet along the way. And keep trying, because you always have to find different approaches to things, because if one way doesn't work, there are 99 more ways that will work. I hope that was a good enough moral of this story. I think this was a decent subscriber video special. I want to do these types of videos every time we hit a stretch goal. So like, I'll list the goals somewhere on the video here, like what are the next ones. So if you want to hear the next video, and I already have this planned out, because when you go to anime conventions, you tend to meet a lot of interesting people. And one of the other people that I had the pleasure of meeting was Whyt Manga. And if you don't know who he is, he's a manga YouTuber, does a similar thing that I do on YouTube. And if you don't know him, now you know him. And if you're interested in how we met and what happened, you can, I love to say this part, you can subscribe down below so we can hit that next stretch goal, so I can make another story time video about the time that I met Whyt Manga and how it went. So yeah, just, you know, hit the like button, subscribe, let me know if you want to hear that, see that, or some other times like when I met the creator of Assassination Classroom. So just so you know, I have a couple of stories lined up for you guys. I want to tell them to you, but you know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. You got to hit you gotta hit the button down below. That's all. So some quick channel updates I want to talk to you guys about. Nothing too deep. So the next video that should be coming out soon I have 2 videos prepped that I'm working really hard on. I'm working on a full in-depth video on the tutorial of Clip Studio. I really want to tell you guys about that. I have a lot to say about it and it's going to be really in-depth, so be prepared for that. It's coming soon. I have another anime analysis video that I'm working hard on right now at the time of recording this, and I'll just give you a name, and it is Kuroko no Basket. Well, actually no, it's not Kuroko no Basket. Well, it is about Kuroko no Basket, but it's just called the Space Jam of Anime. I don't know if I'm gonna say Kuroko no Basket, the Space Jam of Anime, but that's pretty much the next anime analysis video. I have a couple of figure videos coming down the pipe, and that's it for now. One of the things that I want to know or hear is some feedback from you guys, because in the last few days, a lot of people have actually joined the channel, and I'm super excited that there's so many people joining the fam. Like, it makes my heart. I read everybody's comments. I answer everyone's comments. I just appreciate it when you guys view, like, all that stuff, comment, let me know if this is all good, because I just really like actually making content about making comics. Now, the last part is I'm gonna put this at the end because nobody makes it to the end of these videos, but I published my own book. It's kind of like bright right now, but it's called Note. I've talked about it a few times in a few other videos and a lot of my videos. I made a physical copy. I am currently trying to, oh my god, what's this? I'm currently trying to sell this. I put a whole lot of work into this. I made a story about how it was made. You guys can check that out too. That was another story time video, but that one wasn't for a stretch goal, so I gave you that one for free. Don't forget it. So yeah, I made this. It's on sale. I'll put it in the link down below if you're interested in purchasing a copy. I have a few copies left. I just wanted to put that out there. So yeah, Note. Now, in terms of what I'm going to be doing for future projects, I'm still working on Besiege, which I might be working on it this summer. I've been trying to work a lot more on content creation for the channel because I don't want it to fall off, because I know a lot of people are here to hear about those sort of things. So I'm thinking also in the comments, I'm asking a lot of things in the comments, so pick whichever one you would like. But this one's also important. What kind of things would you like to see on the channel? In terms of tips and tricks, I'd love to hear in the comment section down below what kind of things you guys like to hear. Maybe I can think of like more short form ideas to make manga, or some ideas that I talk about in the long form videos, maybe putting them in shorter videos to be a little bit more concentrated, so I can like talk a little bit more about what I meant and go into a little bit more detail, but in a shorter time span because we're only focusing on one thing in the video. Let me know maybe like what anime you want me to talk about, because I love talking about anime, and then maybe we can make videos around that. I'm trying to figure out what to do. Also, just putting everything in this video. Join the Discord. I have a Discord where people talk about anime. They can talk about their projects, tips and tricks. You know, we need lively people in there, so if you're a lively person and you think you can bring some flair, join us. I'm gonna put that in the comment section down below. Not comment section, in the description down below. I think I have just about said everything. Besides that, I just want to say thank you to everybody who subscribed to the channel so far. This is definitely a really long form contented video, which is way longer than I expected to be. Might be a little bit shorter after editing, but I just really wanted to say that I appreciate you guys and everybody who's joined the channel and everybody who's going to join the channel after all of this. So appreciate y'all. I think I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. Bye.